Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, holidays are just literally right now and around the corner. Christmas. Oh, I can't wait. It's the 24th. Some people celebrate on 24th, some people celebrate on 25th. So, Merry Christmas to those that celebrated. And listen, I've been getting a lot of requests about Hoppy. All right. I've heard about this meme coin a little bit ago, but I've never actually dug into it until now. Um, and based off everything I've seen, I scrolled through their Twitter page, done some research, even watched a few videos. They actually don't seem that bad. And the number one thing I like about them is that they have pretty high engagements for the amount of followers and how big the community is. We can see when we scroll, we go, there's always around 40 to 50 comments per post, decent amount of likes, and you know what? Pretty good views, which means they're not necessarily botted, right? Because sometimes accounts really bot their followers and then they get low views, which is a red flag. So the fact that it's getting a couple hundred likes, many comments, and several thousand views per post is already a green flag for me. We can see this one has a little bit more. So that's already a green flag for me in terms of just their Twitter posts and their community, right? I went on a couple of these posts and I saw, comments, and a lot of them don't seem like bot comments, right? Sometimes you can tell that they're a little bit botted, but in general, for the most part, they do seem legit. So that is a green flag for this coin. Hello, it's me from the future. Something I didn't talk about, which I wanted to talk about very quickly, is that we're still not on any big exchanges. And I don't necessarily know if we're going to get listed on both the big exchanges. I could definitely see this coin picking up enough momentum to get listed on any small to medium big exchange. We might be able to squeeze Coinbase or Binance in this bull run with a limited time we have, but the likeliness for both is going to be very unlikely. Okay, in my opinion. For one of them, I think it's a good chance. And like I said, this is the reason why partially it goes back to I think 2 to 3 billion is going to be the maximum Hoppy will reach this bull run. And hey, I am more than happy to be proven wrong, right? I want you guys to make the most money. So, yep, that is me from the future. Enjoy the rest of the video. Another thing I want to talk about is obviously the charts, because for me, that is always going to be one of the most important things. So when we actually hop onto this chart, we can see that we're currently at 40 million market cap, and we have been selling off for some time ever since peak October, like I'm sorry, late October. We've been kind of selling off, which is fine because I do think there may be buying opportunities. Um, I do think this coin has decent potential, but we will jump into that in just a second. When I look at the structure, right, let's go back for a second. When I look at the structure overall, all right, we can see it actually has pretty decent structure every time, right? Huge rally on the 22nd, which is crazy because if you just bought in and sold that day, you could have made like 8 to 9x, which is crazy. Like when you buy coins very early on, the gain potential is insane. Then for many days, it went sideways consolidation, which is great. And then it did its thing fundamentally where it was pretty much creating like a staircase type pattern, right? It's very staircasey. And then it eventually went up, sold off a little bit, held, reverse head and shoulder, boom again, sold off, pretty much had a retest above where the previous highs were. And then it just kept going up and up and up until it had actually a bigger correction eventually, just like every market does. And then we have a consolidation block, because this is important, right? We have consolidation here, and then we broke out to create newer and bigger and better highs. Now, the reason why I say this consolidation area is very important is because that's actually where I would be looking to be buying Hoppy, right? Anywhere from pretty much where we tapped in at 34 million market cap to realistically 25 million market cap would be where I would be looking to buy. Right now, we still have a very strong weekly sell candle. We are losing momentum just a little bit, but I do think this coin could go a little lower. There are no indications just yet that it is going to break structure. The thing is, with these types of coins, structure in general holds a little less value, right? It does. 40 million market cap is actually pretty respectable. So Structure still has a big play in it, but if this coin was like a 10 million market cap, 5 million market cap, structure plays way, way less. All right. So we can see we're kind of in this channel right now. And what I personally want to see is for us to go lower. Yes, we did tap into a daily order block right over here, this daily candle at 35 million market cap. But I want to see a little bit bigger pullback and correction just for a better entry, right? Just for a better entry. Because if I would enter now, hypothetically, and, let's say we go to all-time highs, that's pretty much 3.7 times my money, 2.7 times profit, which is good, But if I could snatch it for a little cheaper, right? If I could snatch it just for a little bit cheaper, maybe back down to, 30 million, 32 million, then, my gains are going to be even better. And for these coins, I always say not to be stingy with coins, which is true. But for these coins, if you could get a premium discount, it could make a huge difference. You see, this is already almost 4 times profit instead of 2.7. And it is almost 5 times your money instead of pretty much like, what I just said. So for me, I am personally looking to be getting a little bit of a pullback. There are minor signs of reversals, but not to anything crazy, right? We've seen previously how price is not afraid to go up and then kind of just dies down, goes sideways, up, boom. And right now, again, we're going sideways and we're looking to be going up. And what I would like to see is for us to go down again and really just go sideways for some time before we break out. And then that would be massive confirmation. Because at the moment, we go sideways a little bit, but mainly down. It just, we're still in this bearish channel, right? We're still in this bearish channel. When we go to the previous market structure over here, we had something similar where we're in a channel for a while. And even though there were moments of it going up, we never really had any confirmation. We broke structure here, right? So we had this new high, but then again, we sold off pretty deep. And that's kind of what I want to duplicate for Hoppy, right? I wanted to go back to these lower levels to get that premium entry. And, when we talk about Hoppy and where I think it can go, I think it actually can go pretty well. I don't like how people are comparing it to Pepe, saying he can go to 10 billion market cap. I don't think that's realistic. I think there's just too much competition and this coin is too little, right? This coin is too little to go to 10 billion. But, a world where it could go to 1 to 2 to 3 billion, that is way more doable and way more possible. All right. So if we take the Fibonacci tool from the top to, I would say, the last relevant bottoms, which are pretty much, like right over here, we are already past the 78% discount and we are getting to the 87% discount. We almost did tap it. So, once again, a little bit more of a pullback somewhere here is where I'd be looking to buy. If I were to reverse this very quickly to see where Hoppy can go based off just the Fibonacci tool, right? Based off the Fibonacci, we could be going to conservative levels of 225 million market cap, a realistic level of 350 to 400 million, and on the higher level, up to 500 million market cap. Now you got to remember, these levels are still achievable overall, but I'm talking about in terms of a next rally, right? For me, the next rally would be definitely bigger than the first and second one. And I would not be surprised if we capped out between 300 to 400 million market cap as the next leg. And even if you bought from here, that'd be a 10x from, that would be pretty much a 10x, right? After that, I expect most coins to have a double rally. I expect price action to be moving quicker. So if things were to align where we would go, let's say, I'm going to choose a simple number, 400 million market cap, right? It could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, but you're still going to get a general picture, right? That means we would, I'm going to remove all this, do this, go back to 400 million market cap, right? If we were to do something like this, we probably would get around a 50 to 60% correction because just in general, the markets would be so bullish. And then from this point is where I think Hoppy would peak, the next time it pumps. And if we were to just take it off a Fibonacci tool, go roughly, let's say, back to these previous highs as the bottom, then that's what I'm talking about. This coin can definitely hit a billion market cap. And at that point, it's not going to be an ordinary pump. It's going to be a bigger pump just because it's going to be like all-time high euphoria and everyone's going to be pumping in. So on normal levels, if this was just, a normal market condition, like I said, we could definitely hit 800 to a billion kind of casually. But then I think since there's going to be so much money, I definitely can see this coin going to 2 to 2.5 billion for, the tops. So that's where I think Hoppy is going to go. I do not think, anything more than like 3 billion is viable and doable, only because, like I said, there's so much competition and there's not much time, right? There's not much time. So, take my word for how it is. I know some people are selling the Pepe Dream, which I don't agree with. Um, and yeah, from what I know about this coin, this is kind of like not Pepe 2.0, but like this is Hoppy's Pepe's brother or something. And you got to remember, the original is always going to make a lot more and do a lot better. But even if, um, I'm not gonna call this the fake, but like let's say the clone can always do 1/10 of what the original does, and Pepe's already like at 10 billion. So if Pepe goes to 20 billion, like I said, this can definitely hit 2 billion, ladies and gentlemen. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully everything made sense, and just make sure to enjoy the holidays. And guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.